has these missing structures.
Taylor taking his stance, center mat, 36 seconds. The champ in big trouble here, needing to score.
Oh, and he gets to his double, he's going to run through it.
Wrestlers should never, ever be broke. My name's Kurt Clapier. I am a wrestling coach. I was a former high school wrestling coach. I wrestled at the junior college level, and now I just coach kids in Wisconsin. But I'm reaching out to you because I've been reading a lot of books recently, and it has dawned on me that there's no reason why wrestlers should be broke. All of the success principles are things that wrestlers understand and that wrestlers do very well. And so this is simply an invitation for you to work with me. Now don't worry, this is not an MLM, this is not a network marketing. I'm not going to ask for you to pay money to join my business, none of that. I'm simply trying to work with more wrestlers in my business. I have been fortunate enough to have a lot of success in my business, and I got introduced to this business when I was in college. At the time, it was just a college job. I actually hated it, but I got into it because I was working 2 jobs in college just to provide. Maybe you can relate to this. I was working 2 jobs in college just to get by and still acquiring student loans, while my roommate didn't work at all while we were going to school. He paid cash for his vehicle, and he just seemed to have it together. So I asked him how he was able to do that. Do you have scholarships, things like that? He said no, and he introduced me to sales. The dude would go out in the summer and he would sell just in the summer and make enough that he didn't have to work the rest of the year. So I got involved. I actually hated the job at the time, but since then I have come back into the profession, and I've been able to mentor a lot of wrestlers in it. The number 1 performer in my company earned almost $1 million, or maybe he earned over $1 million. He wouldn't tell me exactly, but he earned around the $1 million mark last year. He's a wrestler. He was a junior college national champ. He's a year younger than me. He wrestled at North Carolina. His name's Aston Buswell. He's a stud in this industry. And then I had the opportunity to mentor a couple other wrestlers. One was a guy named Ikaru, and he was a state runner-up off of a questionable call at best. And I mentored him for 2 years in this industry. He took it on as a profession, a career. He now out-earns me. He earns hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And then another guy I mentored who was a wrestler, and he was just an average wrestler. His name's Brent. He started out in this industry and was terrible at it, but mentored him for a couple years. He now earns over 6 figures. The guy is a college graduate, and he still works in this industry because he earns more than he can with his degree, and he does it working only in the summers, okay? So I'm going to invite you to apply for a job with me. I'm looking to hire professionals in your area, and I want to work with wrestlers. I'm not hiring a ton. I'm only hiring a handful. And so this is an application process. So if you'll click the link and apply below, I will give you a call. Got to switch arms. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. I will give you a call and answer all your questions about this job. I will discuss it with you. I'll ask you a few questions, and we'll determine in that call if I want to extend an opportunity to you to work with me, and you'll determine if it's for you. If it's not for you, that's fine. It's not for everybody. But I do know that wrestlers have a lot more success in this industry than other people because of their hard work, their tenacity, and their outright desire to win and their hatred to lose, okay? Their hatred to lose. Dan Gable would have killed it in this industry because the dude hated to lose. So if anybody outsold Dan Gable, he would have been out there and working harder the next day, and he would have outsold everybody, okay? So your invite is to simply apply to work with me. I'll give you a call. We'll discuss it, see if it's a fit for you. Now, as a bonus, just for taking the time, because I don't want to waste your time, like I said, this is not an MLM. This is not a network marketing opportunity. I am not going to charge you money to work with me, okay? So I'm simply asking you to apply, and we'll determine if it's a good fit for you, and you can determine if I'm a good fit for you. So, but as a bonus, so I don't waste your time, I'm going to give you a few books, okay? You've got to become a reader if you're going to be successful. The average CEO, they claim, reads like 50 books a year. I don't know if that's true or not. But I read and or listen to a lot of audiobooks a year, and I want you to start doing the same thing, even if we never work together. So I am going to give you a gift just for applying. I'm going to give you a copy of the book Think and Grow Rich. No catch. It is an ebook, though. I'm not mailing you this physical copy. You can go order a physical copy for about $20 on Amazon, but I'm going to send you the ebook for free just for applying. This book is the Bible of making money. If you haven't read this, you need to read it. It applies to wrestling too. If you're still competing, you can take stuff out of this that I wish I'd known when I was wrestling. I would have been a more successful wrestler had I known these principles and applied them when I was wrestling. So I'm going to send you an e-copy of that. Now, you may be a student. You may not have time. You may work a lot. You may not have time to read this. So I'm also going to include access to the audio version of the book. And I'm going to also include a 2-hour presentation from the author himself teaching these principles. Don't be thrown off that it's in black and white. It's great stuff. His name's Napoleon Hill. I'm going to send you that. Okay? Next, I told you wrestlers are among the most successful people. This is a book a friend of mine wrote, former wrestler, wrestled at Boise State back when they had a team. He was a high school national runner-up at senior nationals. He took second, and then he wrestled at Boise State and made it to the blood round at the NCAA tournament. So it was one match. He was top 10. He was one match from being an All-American. He was a stud wrestler. He and I wrestled together in Utah growing up, and he has since become the expert in making money online. And I watched him recently do a presentation, 90-minute presentation on stage. He sold more than $3 million of product with that $90 million presentation. This guy, if you have any desire to be an entrepreneur, if you have a business, if you want to start a business, you need to read this guy's stuff. He has one book in particular. I'll send you both of these books. You can go buy these on Amazon, by the way, for about $20, or I can send them to you for free. He's given me permission, but you got to pay the shipping. So a few bucks for shipping or $20 on Amazon. You choose. Okay? So the first one I'd recommend you read is Expert Secrets. This is where he teaches you how to get how to take what you know, take your passion and your knowledge and turn it into something people will pay for. Imagine if you could get paid to wrestle or to teach wrestling. Imagine if you could share your knowledge and love for the sport of wrestling online and get paid for it. That's what this book will teach you how to do. It's called Expert Secrets. So just for applying, I'm going to send you a link where you can have that sent to your house for free. Now, .com Secrets is another book of his. This is how you grow a business online. I use this in my sales business. This is not my primary business, but I always have side hustles, so I invite you to take a look at that. So I'm going to give you all those just for taking the time to apply for the job and for getting on the phone with me and talking. Okay? Now, I have teams in your area. I may personally be working in your area. It depends on where you live. And I will personally mentor you if I decide to work with you. So please click the button and apply now to work with me. This doesn't mean that you've decided you're going to work with me. I understand that. You might be thinking, well, how do I know I want to work with you? I don't even understand what the job is. I don't even know what I'm doing. Whatever. First off, it's not a job. I'm looking for partners. Okay? I will mentor you. It will not cost you anything to work with me or get my mentoring. All right? Again, I'm not selling a network marketing or direct sales business. Please do not think that. I'm simply looking for hard-working, honest individuals that can be professional and learn a skill set, which happens to be sales, and work with me in your area, all right? Or if you want to relocate, I got teams all over the country. We could relocate you, okay? So simply apply. I will call you. We'll have this discussion. As a bonus, you're going to get all these freebies I told you about. The Think and Grow Rich book, the Think and Grow Rich audio, the books from Russell Brunson, the stud wrestler I told you about, who is the internet marketing guru of the world. You're going to get all that just for applying. So take the time right now. Love connecting, love meeting. Reach out to me on social media. Text me. I don't care if you text me any questions you have. My number is 801-717-8572. If you're afraid to fill out the application because you think it's a scam, text me. Meet me first, then fill out the application. My name is Kurt Clapier. You can reach out to me on social media, and the phone number is 801-717-8572. But please take the time to apply, and I will reach out to you, and we'll see if this is a fit. And I hope that you're my next six-figure earner in my business. All right? I've already done it with multiple wrestlers. I hope to help you do the same. Have a great day.